from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Gardner Minshew and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
From the site of Super Bowl 56, set to be contested this upcoming February, we're at the gorgeous new SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Jaguars offense for the first time with Gardner Minshew, the Washington State product, leading the way.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Little bit of a breakdown there defensively, and the RPO turns into a big chunk play.
And when you think about running offense, the word comes to mind, assignment, right? Because you have to carry those out. But you have to play assignment football on defense, too, against a team that runs these RPOs because everyone has to be in the right place. Who's got the quarterback? Who's got the running back? Who's covering the receivers? This one worked quite well on that play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And the Jaguar first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, that's the way you want to get an opening drive going, right? Because so often it's a tone setter. And I think even better when you're able to pick it up and convert with a running play. Because the last thing you want to do is play what I call rocket football. 1, 2, 3, kick.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. Herbert on third down now. And it's complete. Henry. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Third and long, it's Herbert. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really...
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Melvin Ingram. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. I know some of the talk after last week's loss was the O-line struggles. They gave up 4 sacks. He got hit here and taken down again, so that's something to monitor.
It is something to monitor, but they've got to help their offensive line out. Maybe a little bit different play calling, right? Draws, screens, get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker, maybe some quick game passes. All of that to try and help slow down the pass rush and make things easier on their offensive line.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 43 yards.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed at 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that one will be accepted. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. 30, 20, 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive, and they begin in a glorious spot, to say the least. First and goal at the 2-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun is Minshew, and this is going to be incomplete.
And it was a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. To throw again. Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
2nd and 12. Here's Herbert. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for L.A. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. Tight end carry. There's a nice move. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They run the draw play. This is White. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Joey Bosa in on the stop. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chargers, nothing.
Now Minshew on first and 10. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Now Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Melvin Ingram picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they rank dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is a counter play. Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. On the crossing route, complete. It's Henry. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Chargers. 49 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll get that complete to the tight end Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take him the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Gardner Minshew and the Jags ready to go on offense once again. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Welcome to the NFL, baby.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. Sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Minshew completing it to the right side. Johnson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. .42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Here's Edwards. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jags football again. DJ Chark ready to rock and roll. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Minshew on target here to Chark. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He'll drop it underneath to White, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
Yes, sir.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. That's into the hands of Eckler. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, make sure you avoid the crazies out there and welcome in everybody to this Halloween edition of our EA Sports Halftime Report. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes inside and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the gun, Herbert able to get this to Gordon. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Edwards, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Herbert, short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Uses the stiff arm. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Arizona, but they're on top here as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now it's Edwards. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brings up 3rd and
9. Again, Herbert. And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert back to the air. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Herbert throwing again. Open man, it's Allen. Past the 20. Touchdown, Allen. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point attempt to come here. And that makes it 14-10. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. He'll get this to Eckler. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 points now for him on the year.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those two hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1 yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now White. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down.
More from L.A. in a moment. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Minshew sets to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Minshew. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Chargers 14, Jaguars 13.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Minshew. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. Now here's Ross. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. From the 50, here's Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, Herbert. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. It'll be Minshew again. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. And returning to the field here, Hunter Henry. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in, because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you get in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
Austin Eckler, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for L.A. Shifts by him. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment. On the jet sweep, here's Westbrook.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers down 21-14. A little under 1:50 remaining.
How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Back to throw. He fires one incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now it's Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
More from L.A. in a moment.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Herbert. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Herbert now to throw. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now Herbert, 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. And again, Herbert will drop this one off to Eckler. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Jacksonville, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles,